Okay. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. We're brothers from the GMS Atlanta Church. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit. I'm Brother Kasha Kwala. I'm with
the Yaikwad,
Shamak,
Brother Zakaria.
From GMS Atlanta Church here in Georgia. And today we're going to come at you with the second installment of the book of Obadiah overview. We're going to, last week, me and Brother Yaikwad and Zakaria, we did verses 1 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got that on a playlist. These brothers have it on their pages. You can catch it. And we're going to do verses 6 through 14, featuring the brother Shamak here. And then, Lord willing, if we're still here, we'll finish the last installment from verses 16 on. Verse 15 on. So, without further ado, we're going to get a quick synopsis over Obadiah 1 through 5. Shamak, just read verses 1 through 5 through. We're not going to interrupt.
All right, it's Obadiah chapter 1. Of course, only one chapter. It says, the vision of Obadiah. Thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitations is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, will they not leave some grapes?
Yeah, so just a quick synopsis of that. We went through how prideful this damn devil is. All right, we went through Cesare Borgia. We brought out, wisdom of Solomon, all of that. We broke all that down. But primarily, the basis of that is the pride of Esau and how big of a devil he is. I'm gonna say it like that. We all understand that. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the second installment of the overview of Book Obadiah. Zakaria, you can start at verse 6, my brother.
Khan, this is Obadiah in verse 6. How are things of Esau searched out?
Break this down.
How are his hidden things sought up?
All right, go ahead and read it again. Grab Isaiah 25 and 7. You start that from the top.
Khan, this is Obadiah verse 6. How are things of Esau searched out?
Mm-hmm.
How are his hidden things sought up?
Right, and what is Esau's hidden thing? His counsels.
Mm-hmm.
All right, of course you can call them the count Psalms 83. His counsel, him being the leader amongst all the nations to take away our heritage. All right, his hidden things are his agendas. Of course, his homosexual agenda. All right, his depopulation, his population control agenda. All right, the mark of the beast, he's trying to push it out as being something trendy, something efficient and productive for society. Meanwhile, he's utilizing it for total control of the people. All right, so read that one more time, then go ahead and come back to that precept.
This is Obadiah verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Right.
This is Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and he will destroy in the mountain. Salakia, he will destroy in this mountain.
Mm-hmm. In this mountain represents nation. All right, and the mountain that's been spoken of is the nation of Edom, Esau. Go ahead, brother.
It says the face of the covering cast over all the people.
Right, the face of the covering cast over all the people. All right, and who is he that's going to destroy it? The spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, Yahushua himself, and ultimately when he returns. All right, and the face of the covering cast, that word face goes into it's synonymous with image. All right, we know image is dealing with the system. Mm-hmm. All right, and his system it's filled with fornication, quote unquote democracy, which is really it's a cloak of maliciousness. All right, they've gone all across the earth in the name of democracy to rape, rob, and pillage and disenfranchise people, man. All right. So yeah, that was all in that.
Nah, so finish it
Okay.
up. It says, in the veil that is spread over all nations.
Right, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Why? Because the understanding of the truth is hidden to these nations. All right, these nations literally don't understand. A lot of these nations have the entirety of what is right and wrong. All right, from a primary basis has been uprooted. These nations are contemplating and compromising with homosexuality, which is obviously wrong. All right, these nations are compromising their traditions. All right, likewise, just anything that is upright. All right, because Esau Edom has with his lies and deception, he's covered up the truth. All right, and what's one of the biggest truth that he's covered up? All right, the nationality of the nation of Israel. You know, yeah, that was good.
I got the word salt for you.
Absolutely.
This is the matter of fact, I'm gonna reread the verse, then bring up the word. It said, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" And this is the word salt in that particular verse. It says ba'ah, and it says to seek out, swell, cause to swell, boil up, inquire. It says to cause to boil up, to be searched out, to be swelling, bulging, and swelling out. Oh yeah.
And who's the vessels that remember, it said he is Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Who are the vessels that he's utilizing to search these things out? The prophets. All right, starting from Abba Bivens on down to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, man. Who've gone to these different land masses, gone and seen the relics in Turkey, Asia Minor. All right, gone into these different these books, archaeology. All right, gone to the scriptures, the Hebrew, the Greek. All right. Keeping up with the current events, of course, and searching out and exposing this devil for what he is and what he plots to do. Of course, starting with the prophecy, this is already written. All right, and through these oracles, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, we're able to prophesy. All right, and through our prophesying, we're able to unveil this devil, man. Expose him for what he really is. That darkness may no more abide, and light shall overcome.
Right. All right, this is Obadiah 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Right, so that's really going to that's the characteristic of Edom. You know, he's a cunning man. You know, he's not going to come at you in a rah-rah spirit. He's going to come at you, polite, peaceable. You know, but that's how he's going to deceive you through his cunningness. You know, we see that on a daily basis. That's how we know the scriptures are true. You know, our spirit bear witness. That's how he definitely got the Gadites. Yeah. You know, when we seen it with the movie at Wounded Knee.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how we seen. That's how the characters of Edom move, because this whole chapter is about Esau, man.
Yep.
You know, you can reread it for me.
Come, this is Obadiah 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Right, but at the end of the day, Esau don't understand what is at the end for him. He doesn't understand his judgment at the end of the day. He can't understand these scriptures because it was never meant for him.
Yep.
You know, but he's going to have to pay for what he did to the Israelites. And God showed the people. It's as simple as that. You know, and that's how he prevailed through his deceitfulness. He's going to have to pay for it.
This is verse 8. It says, "Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?"
Yep. And the understanding out of the mount of Esau. Me and the brother Yaakov was speaking. I think it was the other day about Teman. About Germany.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when you go into the Dukes of Edom, when you read Genesis, get Genesis 36 and 11. I want to say. I think that speaks about Teman. But that's one of the, one of the wise dukes or whatever of Esau. I think Teman in Hebrew means south, if I'm not mistaken. Was that it? 36 and 11? where it says Teman.
Yeah, it says Teman.
Yeah, just read it, just for edification purposes.
Genesis chapter 36, verse 11. And the sons of Ephapaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz.
Yeah, that's just to prove to you that Teman is speaking about Esau as well. And it's going to mention Teman in the book of Obadiah.
Yeah.
The generations of Esau.
Yeah, that's what it tells you. You read verse 9, it tells you that those are the generations of Esau.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. Reread that.
Come, this is Obadiah and 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom?
Yep. So hold that. Get Isaiah 29:14. Get Job chapter 5. Start at, I want to say like 12.
Which one you want first?
Isaiah 29. So reread that, Zakaria.
Come, this is Obadiah and verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 14. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people.
That's right. And like the brother Yaquab just said, he's using Yahweh Shem Yahushua is using to select individuals on the earth today to do a marvelous work. And the marvelous work is exposing your bitch ass Esau. Excuse my Swahili. Go ahead, brother. Reread that.
Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid.
It's going to all go away, man, because that rug is going to be swept from under your feet.
Right?
Like the brother brought out in Isaiah 25, that veil is going to be uncovered, man. All right? Your skirt's going to be lifted.
Yeah,
You're going to see all your private parts. All right? You're going to be absolutely exposed via the Spirit, man. All the bullshit you done to us, all the way up from slavery, all the way up from saying, raise it, when Jerusalem was getting set. All right? All of it. All 70 AD. I'm just speaking of in big, broad, general terms. I'm not getting to the specifics of things. All right? But a marvelous work is being done right now. Shoot. This is an example of it right here. We're coming out of the book of Obadiah and still exposing your ass. That's a marvelous thing. All right? Is that it on that?
Yeah,
is that it on that? Get Job 5.
It's the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Yep. You see that? He disappointed the, what is it?
He disappointeth the devices of the crafty.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty. And you a crafty, cunning-ass individual, Esau. All right, keep reading.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
So their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Someone get the word enterprise.
Absolutely.
All right, because that's a good word when you look it up. Their hands can't perform their enterprise. I mean, you can't perform their wickedness, the things that they want to do. All right? The scriptures say, what is it? Just paraphrasing. We are not deceived by the devices of Satan or something like that. Things like Ephesians or something like that. I forgot how it goes.
Is that in Colossians?
I can't remember.
Yeah, we be not ignorant of Satan devices.
Yeah, be not ignorant of Satan devices. That's what I want. All right? Your little craft and your cunning ways and subtlety, like we were reading Genesis, the 3rd chapter today, in the first verse, your subtlety, it's not going to work for you no more. Because we can peep right through it. All right?
Absolutely.
Hey, shit. We're Jacob. We're the ultimate supplanters anyway. All right? You can't supplant a supplanter.
Word.
All right? Just like you can't jug a jugger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You niggas.
All right, you have that word.
Yeah, did you want? Oh, you want in Hebrew? All right, yeah, I got you. No problem. It says, let's see here. This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. The word enterprise in the Hebrew, which is Tawashaya. All right, which it goes into wisdom, sound, knowledge, success, sound, or efficient wisdom, abiding success. Also going into the word erect. You know,
so like his success.
Yeah.
A lifting up.
A lifting up. That's that pride.
Exactly. There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? That lifting up is that pride.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't put his hands to work on that success. What he think he is. Zakaria, get Job 20 and 23
Con.
real quick. Because you're going to be ultimately disappointed. You're getting disappointed through the men of the Lord right now. That's why we see the direction of your society where it's going right now.
Con.
You got it, bro.
This is Job 20 and verse 23, right?
Yeah.
It says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him,
Yep.
and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
That's right. Continuing Job 5.
Absolutely.
He should continue it on while he was eating. Yeah. Hey,
Right.
he's going to rain on your parade, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. This is Job chapter 5, verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness,
Mm-hmm.
and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
It's carry him. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. That's right. In your own, he's going to finagle your ass. All right. Craftiness, I think, also means wickedness, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, going into subtlety.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a left and the right hand side of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14, it says, they meet with darkness in the day. God damn.
He's all damn devil, man.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
fucking vampire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It says, and grope in the noonday as in the night.
Mm-hmm.
But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty.
The poor is us.
Yeah.
And he saved you from the hand of the mighty. It's going to talk about the mighty of Esau in the book of Obadiah.
Yeah.
How y'all, the mighty men of Esau, y'all about to be ain't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can go back to Obadiah, bro.
Con. I'm going to reread it. This is Obadiah, verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Baruch Shah, man, I get a quick precept.
Go ahead, bro.
Con. This is
Break it down.
Con. This is Genesis 36 and 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir.
That's right.
Esau is Edom. So, no matter how you people think and go about it, at the end of the day, when it's talking about the mount of Esau, all right, because you guys came out the mount of what? The Caucasus Mountains, meaning what? You call yourself Caucasians, all right? And your habitation is high, all right? And it says what? It says, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So the point is, I just wanted to bring that out just to, bring out a fact that, hey, Mount Seir is Esau, man. You guys dwell in mountains. And what? Esau is Edom, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how it goes throughout the scriptures, when it talks about these different generations of Esau, just know that you came from the mountains and that it's specifically talking about you so-called Caucasians, all right? All right, this is Obadiah verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Read that again, Baruch Shah.
Con, this is Obadiah in verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman,
Go ahead.
shall be dismayed to the
Right. Dismayed. All right. Confounded. You got that, brother? Yeah. And he said the mighty man of Esau. All right. And who are the mighty men of Esau? All right. He's starting from the elite bankers. Okay. The Rothschilds, the Vanderbilts. All right. Of course, these top politicians. Right. These people who have been living so comfortably and deliciously. All right, over the years, and have never been put in check for their wickedness, man. All right, that time has finally arrived. We have finally reached that hour. All right, and of course, the preeminence is given to Yahweh Shah, and he's given us the task of breaking down your strongholds through the Spirit, all right, through these oracles. But it should be fully laid waste at the return of Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. All right, and that's why it goes into say, a matter of fact, you got that dismayed. Yeah, go ahead.
This is dismayed in the Hebrew is chatha, and it means to be shattered.
To be shattered. And what does that mean? To be broken. All right, your system, your structure, your order, is that new world order that you have in place now, and that you seek to put in place is going to be broken. It's going to be dismayed. It's going to be disfigured, man. All right. Yeah.
It says be abolished.
To be abolished. To be utterly wasted and destroyed, man.
I got it,
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Bring it out on these devils.
All right. So it says to be abolished. When you go to Strong's definition, it says to prostrate. And when you know when you prostrate, can you rub the?
Come on, I got you.
You know when it says to prostrate, what? You're on the ground.
Right.
You're flat on the ground.
Right.
All right. So it says, hence to break down either by violence or by confusion and fear.
Right.
See?
And it ain't no either. It's both. All right. You're gonna be broken. That's what going into dismay, but you're gonna be confused and confounded. All right. And matter of fact, somebody got that in Isaiah 47. Is this the prognosticators?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because they put their trust in the left hand, man. They put they trusted in the wickedness, man, that they have perpetuated on this earth. All right. And Esau goes deep on the left side, bro. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Bring it up.
Come to Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13.
Start at 12.
12. Stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Right, because this is how they've been founded and they have been strengthened through the left hand. All right, through their witches and their warlocks, man. These people give them their power. Satan, all right, Satan, the spiritual realm, the spiritual satanic realm. All right, on the left hand side has been giving them their power over the years, and they've been able to gain and control the world through it, man. All right, but Yahweh Shem Yahshua is about to cut their whole program down, man.
Yeah.
All right, you had a little more on that one.
He says, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Right, let them save you. Yeah. Since you've put so much faith in it, and the God of Israel is no God, as you say, you don't believe this is an actual power that's going to put you in your place, man. All right, because He's long suffering and He's merciful and He's patient, but He's just fattening up the sheep for the slaughter. And you've been drunken upon your own deception, man. All right, more than that.
Reread that.
Yeah,
the teaming part.
Yeah.
All right, Khan. This is Obadiah, verse 9. And thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Yeah, we got a precept real quick.
Khan.
And then I'm going to pick it up where you left off, bro.
Khan.
We break down verse 10.
Khan.
Get Psalm 76 and 5 real quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 76, verse 5, and it reads, it says, I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. Verse 6, I call to remembrance my song in the night. I commune with mine own heart, and my spirit made diligent search. Verse
76 and 5.
76 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so like Psalm 76 and 5, it says, oh yeah, absolutely. It says, the stout-hearted are spoiled. They have slept their sleep, and none of the men of might have found their hands.
That's right. None of the men of might have found their hands, meaning they don't know what to do no more. All right. They can't put their hands to work anymore. All right. What it says, the stout-hearted.
Yeah.
I think that stout-hearted. Get that in the blue letter, because that's a heavy word right there.
Yeah.
Stout-hearted. And it says they have slept their sleep, and none of the men of might have found their hands. That's right. Man, Esau ain't gonna be no more work for you to do. All right. Your wise men are cut off. You're done for, and you're gonna be put to shame. And ultimately, like it says in verse 9, you're gonna be cut off by slaughter. All right. You got that stout-hearted?
Stout-hearted in the Hebrew is Abayar, which is it says mighty, valiant.
There you go. Stout-hearted, mighty, and valiant. All right. It's speaking about the valiant man. You're spoiled. All right. Spoiled meaning what? We're gonna take your booty.
Yes, sir.
Take all the substance or whatever. It's like we don't require reparations. We require your blood, man.
Exactly.
And that's our spoil. All right. We can give a shit about what's here in America. This place is a spot. We don't want this It's hand me down from you.
Right,
man. Fake money.
Fake money, fake bitches, fake
it's
fake
a degenerate society, man.
It's just unnatural, man. We don't want this shit.
There you go. That's right. So we're gonna go back to the book of Obadiah. I'm gonna pick up where Zechariah left off in verse 10. Zechariah, you got this. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever."
Yes, man. And what did the nation of Edom do to our people, man? All right. Force fed us, all right. Fed our children to alligators, all right. You guys was just praising the downfall of Jacob, man, all right. Things of that nature, okay. And that's violence, man, all right. You guys murder us, all right. You guys persecute us in these streets, all right. But Jake get nervous when a cop is behind the wheel, things of that nature. You guys are shooting our people. Raped us in slavery, all right? There's a lot of stuff you guys got to pay for, man, all right? And the Lord's about to come back, and he's going to make his wrath known to you people, man, to you devils, man, all right?
I got a quick precept for you.
You got it, bro.
Scripture. This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
And that's why you guys are doing the things you guys do today to the nation of Israel, which contains you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and so on, man, all right? The people on the sun right here, if you just take a look, all right? All the 12 tribes, man, okay? All the way down to you Issachar, which are you so-called Hispanics, okay? The nation of Esau and slaughtered the whole nation, man. What, the conquistadors, all right? They came over here. They raped and robbed you guys, all right? The tribe of Judah, they stepped you guys on slave ships like fucking sardines, man. All right, we was throwing up on each other. All right, you guys didn't wash us. All right, you guys just talk shit the whole damn time. Threw people off the slave ships. Fed people to sharks, things of that nature. All right. So it's a lot of blood. Hey, like the brother Kashakwala said, man. We acquire your blood, man. Okay. The Lord's gonna put His hate within us, the hate is gonna manifest, man. And how's it gonna manifest, man? Us being hunters and killing you, okay?
Yeah, because they think we hate now, man. Just wait till Yahweh Shema Shai really put that spirit on us in that day. Man, that's gonna be a whole nother level.
You go
get Ezekiel 35.
Oh yeah.
Did you get Genesis 27?
Yeah.
See, that's that hatred for that perpetual hatred he had for Jacob. For that blessing. You can read that Ezekiel 25 first.
So this is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12, is it?
Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon him.
That's right. You guys are
Oh, so can you read it one more time, Baba Shah?
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon him.
You got it.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from T-Man, and they of the damned shall fall by the sword.
Hey, so there's no getting away from the judgment of the Lord, man, all right? For all you generations that sprang out the nation of Edom, all right? Which your forefathers Esau, okay? You guys cannot escape the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man, all right? He said he's going to stretch his hand, man, all right? You're going to get got, man, all right? That symbolizes when you stretch your hand, man, you're going to get got, man, all right? You ain't going to run away, all right? When you go up there, try to, go in your underground and bunkers, trying to go out of, space, things of that nature, man. So the Lord's gonna grab you and destroy you, man, all right? Spiritually, man. Through those spiritual vehicles, Him Himself, all right? It's going to meet you, man, all right? When the Lord visit the nation of Edom, man.
I as a man.
Yes, it's going to be horrifying, man, okay?
It's a little bit more. The brother was speaking on those vehicles that the Lord is going to utilize, all right, for the punishment of Edom, the recompense. Verse 14, it says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Con.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
That goes back to that Jeremiah 16:16.
Yeah.
Y'all mention that already?
Nah.
God, hey, shoot, man. Them hunters, man.
Yeah.
Hey, he's gonna use the men of the Lord to exercise. Cause what do you think the Lord's gonna come off his pedestal or his throne to come deal with this petty ass individual?
Please.
No, he's just gonna show how he feels and his reaction. Because what is it saying? To every action, there's a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's going to show his reaction to your actions through the men of the Lord.
Con.
Reread it.
Right. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Vengeance, anger, fury, man. All right. That don't sound good for you, Esau. All right. And can you reread the? Babak Shah, just reread the whole thing one more time, Babak Shah.
Verse 14.
Con.
I got you. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Con. It said my people. All right. So that's a cut, man. All right.
Yep.
You other nations are not a part of our covenant. All right. And what's our reward? All right. The everlasting bodies, things of that nature. And there's going to be a good reward putting you nations into slavery too. Okay. There's going to be a good reward seeing Esau die, man, right in front of our eyes. Okay. The whole nation of Esau, man, starting with you so-called white men, you so-called white women, and you so-called white children, man. All right. Simple as that. Okay.
That's right. Hey, Salaki, the brother Yaakov just under his breath said, "By our hands."
Yeah.
See this
by our hands.
That's the prophecy that Judah had, right?
Yeah.
He had his neck around his hand around the neck of the enemies.
Yep.
All right. That's a prophecy. We actually gonna see the Lord's vengeance through our hands. We're gonna have the Edomites' head, man.
Right.
All right, literally the head, and we're just gonna have it. You know, we read it in Judges today. How they brought, who was that? Zeb. I know it was the Midianites, but still, I'm gonna use it as an example.
Absolutely.
It was Zeb and Oreb, and the Ephraimites cut their head off and gave it to Gideon, and he had their heads. We're gonna cut the heads off of the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts.
Oh man.
All right, and we're gonna give those heads to Yahweh Shai, and that's going to be part of him having all them crowns on his head, according to the book of Revelation. You see that? All right.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time of their iniquity had it end. So that perpetual, because you want to word perpetual, that's forever. Nothing has changed. This thing been in the scriptures and it's going on today. They hate. Esau hates for you. Has always been there, man. Esau hate for Jacob. That's why they're going to be shameful, because they hate the children of Israel. They just didn't hate any regular old nation of people. They hated the God's other people. You know, that's where they fucked up. You know, and it says in the time of their iniquity had an end, because all this wickedness they doing is going to come to an end. You know, that's why it speaks about Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. The devil knows his time is short. And that's why he's trying to hurry this microchip up, trying to hurry up his new world order, hurry up his agenda, trying to do things rapidly, not taking his time. You know, sending threats. People are at unease because they run out of time, man. They know this thing like, man, hold on, something ain't right. The spirit just ain't right. Things are not the same. Everything is changing.
That goes back to that Job where it says there should be terrors on all sides.
Oh yeah.
That's speaking about what false flags and stuff, but that's that uneasiness you were speaking about too. You got it, bro.
Yeah, that was it on that though.
Keep reading through verse like 9, 10, something like that, because it's got a lot of stuff in there.
Verse 6, it says, therefore, as I live, said the Lord, power.
He said, therefore, as I live, like,
as I live.
Right. The Lord is omnipotent in eternity, immortal.
Yeah.
Like, as I live.
Yeah, or after he said, you're in.
Go ahead.
He says, I will prepare thee to blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Saith thou, has not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth, and I will fill his mountains with his slain men in thy hills and in thy valleys and in thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return. And ye shall know I am Yahweh.
This is for you, Esau.
Yeah,
You was gonna say something, bro?
Oh, yeah, you spot on, brother. Hey, that's terrifying, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bloodshed. Like, you just think about what the Lord put his own people through.
Yeah, exactly.
And he loves us.
Mm-hmm.
What is he going to do to the people that he hates?
That's
Come
what I'm
on,
saying.
man.
Damn, man.
And it's seeing you that this your paradise, and it says it shall not return. There's no coming back from
No
this.
coming back.
Things are not going to get better. This is it. This is the best you can do. You know.
Like, yo, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, I was it's the final countdown.
Because like Joe said, like as dome, it just perished away. So you see it again. No, it's like when take a number 2,
Yeah.
flush a toilet. I ain't gonna see that
Yeah.
shit again. Literally, I don't want to see that shit
It's
again.
gone.
And Esau, you the shit. When the Lord flushed the toilet on your ass, we don't want to see you. I don't want no clogged toilet,
Right.
backed up, and shit. If it does, we using a plunger.
The smell gonna go away.
All right.
It's like a stranger that tarry for a day
Yeah.
and never returns, man. You ain't gonna remember it. Like really in the kingdom, like thousands upon thousands of years in the kingdom, the dynasty of Yahweh, we're not gonna be meditating on Esau, man. That's gonna be ancient relics hidden up somewhere in Jerusalem, like the book of man. Our children not gonna be like that's gonna be the prophets, like back in the day, you know, we dealt with Esau.
That's a spirit, because man, that book of Job again.
Right.
It tells you that our children they won't even see a face of an Edomite. They're not gonna know who it is. They're not gonna know what an Edomite is. Our children ain't gonna learn that.
Prehistoric,
Yeah.
It's
man.
gonna be exactly
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaur. I was thinking about that spirit. I was thinking about that.
Talking about being cut off. Damn.
That's all through, man.
So we're gonna go back to the book of Obadiah. I'm gonna pick up on verse 11. I'm gonna read verse 10 and flow into verse 11. And any brother, y'all can pick up on it. So this is verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them.
Right. And what that's going into, that's when those filthy Babylonians overtook us in 586 BC.
That's right.
All right, and scripture tells you demons were hyping them up. All right, and when the children of Israel, when our ancestors, when we were fleeing from the Babylonians, y'all waited in the secret places, in the hidden places, and slew us, man.
I got a precept. This is what you
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go
This
ahead.
first Ezra chapter 4,
Yeah,
verse
let's
45. Thou hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldeans.
See there? You damn devils. You burnt the temple. Every time it was you. It's always been you that defiled the temple. During the time of you filthy Edomites, during the time of the Babylonians, you burned the temple. During the time of the Greeks, you defiled the temple and sacrificed swine flesh, man. During the time of the Romans, it was you who burned the temple, man. And even this time, you're going to try to defile this temple of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is the people. But this time, you shall meet your match, man.
Yeah.
That's
right.
All right. This time, you, as scripture said, you're going to be dismayed, man. All right. The calculations have been miscalculated, man. All right. And the Lord gonna fight for us.
Zechariah, whole Psalm 137 too. Just get that out there too.
Yeah, but you read that again though.
This is first Ezra chapter 4, verse 45. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldeans.
See, that's what that history is going into. Because the Chaldeans, which are the Babylonians, they overtook us. But it was the Edomites who burned the temple, man. But see, they don't want to mention this. Let's not talk about it. This isn't in the history books.
Well, that's why they took the whole Apocrypha out in the first place.
Precisely. I think that's a great point, huh? So that's probably why, right there. Among other things, man. But hey, that's the covering cast being unveiled, man.
That's right.
All right, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Esau, it is a wrap, man. All right, the scripture says, for the end of this world is Esau, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed it, man. It's the sons of Jacob that will rule it for eternity, man. All right?
Yeah, I got the Psalms for you. This is Psalms 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, the water,
which is an uproar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
and
Or
they
riot.
Yeah.
Con. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Yep.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
You go that craft again. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against our hidden ones. Go ahead.
Con. And it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That's right. And like
Man.
the brothers, just click it. And like the brothers were saying, Brother Yaakov said, what's the number one thing they did? They masked our identity.
Absolutely.
So we don't know who we are.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
keep reading it. So they
That's a
can be
beautiful
cut off, so we
precept.
can be cut off as a people.
Yeah.
All right. This is that confederacy. Well, it's gonna say confederacy. Go ahead.
Con, verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
Mm-hmm.
They are confederate against thee.
That's right. Confederate means like synopsis of the word come together.
Yeah.
All right. That's why when you go back into the Civil War, you had the Union versus what? The Confederacy.
Yeah.
The Southern states that came together
Yeah.
and accumulated as one entity or power to go against the Union. All right. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just breaking down the word. Yeah, con meaning with, and federacy, which goes into con meaning with, and federacy meaning union. All right, so they were with unison. They were unison against the nation of Israel, man. All right,
Yep.
so you people, it's a wrap, man. The water Yahweh Shemi Ashah for giving us this, man. We are
Gosh.
finally in this generation, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm just meditating upon it. We are actually like this is the generation, man.
Yeah.
This is beautiful, man. You brothers got it.
Hey, you can drop that and get Psalm 137 real quick.
Con.
Start at what, verse 7, I think?
Yeah, Con. This is Psalms 137 and verse 7.
Mhm.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem.
That's right. Remember. All right. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom. And there goes the specifics again. Like we read in 1 Ezra 1 and 45. Those are specifics. It mentioned your name specifically, Esau.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it wasn't no parable. It wasn't no dark saying. It was just straight up. These Edomites destroyed the temple.
Yeah.
All right. Again, read verse 7.
Con. This is Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of the children of Edom
Again, pinpoint. Go ahead.
and the day of Jerusalem.
There's something I always say. In order to find a solution, you got to pinpoint the problem.
Yeah.
And Esau, you're the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And we know what the solution is.
Right.
All right, and that's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in a nutshell.
Yeah.
No, not in a nutshell. It is.
That's it. That's
Okay.
it. That's it.
You know, it is.
That's it.
That's the solution. Okay, but we pinpointed the problem is yo pasty white ass.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
All right, finish that off, bro.
Con, who said, raise it, raise it.
Yeah, that's right. Meaning what? Destroy it, you know, or erase it. All right, I like to say that sometimes. But go ahead. 'Cause that's what Esau want to do.
Yeah.
He want to erase us completely. We gonna do that to you.
Cut them off from being a nation.
Cut them off from being a
The
nation.
name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That's all. Yep, you got it. Bro.
And they tried to exterminate Gad. Like they literally tried to exterminate these people, man. Like out of all the atrocities they've done a lot of things to the nation of Israel. But it's just something about what they did to Gad. If it gets to my skin, man.
Very personal.
Like it's very intimate to me, man. Like they tried to exterminate us, bro. They tried to exterminate the tribe of Gad, and that's where you get what they said. They said, kill the Indian, leave the man.
Yep.
All right.
That's from I think a guy something Patterson or I forgot his name, but that was his motto. He says, kill the Indian, save the man. Kill the nigger, save the man.
Yes.
That was his motto, and that's what y'all fucking devils have going in your head. Going back to Job 5, that when you go just paraphrasing, you meditate during the night. All right, thinking about this type of shit. All right, can't stand your ass for this.
And what?
You said raise it. Finish that off, bro.
Con,
And someone gets Psalm 79 and 1.
Con, it says, even to the foundation thereof.
Even to the foundation thereof, man. All right, even to the foundation thereaf. But guess what? You can't destroy this temple that's being built right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because it's a spiritual thing. You
Yep.
can't touch that. You're too goddamn carnal.
Yep.
Carnal is enmity to the Most High. All right, it's enmity. So he don't like you. We're untouchables to you right now. You can't touch us.
God.
All right, we on some John Cena shit. You can't see us
No,
either.
you
Bro.
can't. You can't.
All right,
God.
but you wanna erase it to the foundation.
Yeah.
But guess what? Who's gonna come through bearing the gauntlet with all the infinity stones and snap that finger on your ass? The Israelites.
Yeah.
And your ass is gonna just diminish and dematerialize into the wind.
Oh,
You'll never see you again.
Kind of. Yep.
All right. You can get that song. Oh, you gonna say something, Zakari? So
Oh, Kyle, just about to make a statement, man. Just, hey, destroy Esau, Edom, save none, man.
That's
All
right.
right.
That's right. That's right. I'm over here slowing down. Because we just mentioned that quote where it says "Save the Indian."
Oh yeah, cuz I just got it.
Kill the Indian, save the man. Now kill the Edomite
Save
and save nothing, man.
Save nothing.
Yeah,
Kill Esau, Edom, save none.
That was clever. All right, Psalm 79:1, and then we're gonna continue in this.
Good. It's Psalms chapter 79, verse 1. It says, O God, the heathen are come into thine inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled.
Thy holy temple have thy defiled. Go ahead.
They have laid Jerusalem on heaps.
They have laid Jerusalem on heaps. This is what you fucking Edomites did, man. Like the brother was mentioning, 586, when you go into Psalms, 2 Chronicles 36. This is a, what is it, like a double prophecy. I'm trying to think of the word. Twofold prophecy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because what? You go all the way to Revelation, the 12th chapter, you get 70 AD.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that happened.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. The book of Maccabees, same thing.
Same thing.
All right, go ahead.
It
It
was
was
all-
you fucking
It
Edomites.
was always Esau, man. Every time, man.
Every time.
And we supposed to goddamn sit around here and hold hands with these bastards.
Right.
We compromise with these bastards. When these people at this very moment are seeking our very destruction, our extermination, man, as a people. All right, that's why the Lord says there's no peace for the wicked. You know, verse 2 it says, "The dead bodies of thy servants have they given to be meat unto the fowls of the heaven."
You damn devils.
That's right.
All right. And yes, even when you go just look up the history on how y'all dealt with us, you killed us and gave us no proper burial. You just let our bodies rot away in our blood. Our women and children rot away. Shit, our children rot away in some alligator stomachs. Our children rot away because you sick some dogs on them. Our children rot away because you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You don't care about burying nothing. You lay Jerusalem on heaps, man. This is what you did, Esau. What makes you think that you ain't gonna get payback for this? Like you scot free.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Me and the brother Zakari was talking about it. The civil rights movement wasn't not that long ago. Where you was lynching us, spraying us with hoes, sicking dogs on us, shooting us in the street. Shit, that shit was in the 70s.
Well, they still lynching us to this day. Like, it's been like 5 accounts of these crackers lynching us in Atlanta in the last couple of years.
Yup. And Piedmont Park.
They lynching niggas right now as we speak.
Yup.
To this day, the KKK lynched a nigga in Piedmont Park about 3 years ago, man.
Yep.
Where's the outcry? Where's the uproar, man? This is what I'm talking about, man.
Yup. You got it, bro. Finish off.
Come, it says, "The flesh of thy saints unto the beasts of the earth. Their blood have they shed like water round about Jerusalem, and there was none to bury them."
And then see, that's exactly what we're saying. You didn't give us no proper burial, and you let beasts eat on our carcasses, man. Screw you, Esau.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm glad the Lord put the spirit on Obadiah to go ahead and write
Water,
this.
water.
You see that? All right, so without further ado, we're gonna go back to the book of Obadiah. We're gonna read. Start from verse 12. And any brother can pick it up. It says, verse 12. It says, "But thou shouldest not have looked, on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger.
Mm.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Mm.
Neither shouldest thou have have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
Mm.
You see, you shouldn't have partook in anything or put your hands on anything. Okay? Of course, it's the prophecy anyway that the Lord designated the basis of men to come put us into subjection, but you took it too damn far.
Yeah, you forward the affliction.
There you go, bro. All right. Verse 13 says, "Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity."
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Get your hands off of our shit, man.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All up in the hood, gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
You know, doing things. You know, just operating within our boundaries. You know, doing stuff that you ain't had no business doing.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. Going into the temple and taking all the vessels, all the gold, all the precious rubies and stones that we had.
Taking the children of Gad.
Yo.
All right. The next phase. All right. They went from the extermination. Okay, it wouldn't work. Survival was in their DNA. It wasn't capable. So
Right.
then they went to, okay, let's kill the Indian. Let's kill the Gadite of the nation of Israel, and leave the man, and leave the degenerate, and just the vessel without this proper spirit. Okay, that didn't work. So what was the next step? So then that's where you get the adoption of the native Indians.
That's right.
All right, and what did you do there? You took their children from their households. You kidnapped them, man.
Yeah.
You kidnapped them. They did not will for their. To this day, this is what's taking place.
Yeah.
They go to those reservations and they take the children and they say, here, we're going to adopt them, because they don't want those children to be able to have any of that information from their line, from their family. And they want to neutralize the tribe of Gad. But I got news for you. It says he shall overcome at the last.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Because once you break down one generation, 2 generations,
That's
you
right.
good. You straight. You ain't got to worry about the rest. You done did your 1, 2, and then the rest is going to follow.
That's right.
You know?
You took them into your border schools.
Yeah, man.
All right. You indoctrinated them,
All right.
made them think one way, and the other way was savagery.
Yeah.
All right. There's a chief Gadite. I think his name was Two Eagles, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
And he said the white man reporter or whatever interviewer was interviewing him. He's like, so whatever. How are things before the white man? He was like, things before white man. We had fresh water, fresh air. Women did all work. Men were out men were out in the field hunting, and we had sex all day. White man think he can come and make things better.
Dang.
He's like, I don't see anything better than that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Shit.
order.
That sounds like a good life to me. Women
Yeah,
cook
yeah.
and clean, do all the goddamn work.
Things are in order.
We out there hunting, getting food, building shelter, doing manly stuff out in the wilderness, smelling the pine cones in the trees, one with nature, all right? Drinking fresh water from a spring coming down, because what? America used to be a beautiful place.
God.
Having fresh air, birds chirping, all that.
Right. Not
And then-
concrete everywhere.
Not concrete everywhere. Then this goddamn gangster comes in
It's fucking
and
thug.
fucking rips everything apart. And he says, no, this is the best way to live. No, you idiot.
Word.
The natural way is the best way to live, but you're an unnatural being.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? It's like, what does that tell you? It was never about civilizing the Gadites, the Native Americans. That wasn't the point. The point was neutralizing and taking their resources, man.
Manifest
Yeah.
destiny.
That's all it was about. Because if it was really about quote unquote civilizing them, then you wouldn't have the majority of them on reservations selling moccasins, man, dying of diseases. All right, and as alcoholics, man.
Yeah.
Just completely destroyed people. Just a sad story. And who's at the root of it? Esau, Edom, man. In your system, the hypocrisy of democracy, man. And this is the fruit of democracy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You people are some demons, man, and you're gonna pay for the sins of your forefathers and the sins that you continue to perpetuate to this day.
That's right.
There's a price to pay, man.
God.
That's right. So verse 14, and we're going to finish it off here. It says, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. That's right. That goes all the way back to Exodus when the Amalekites got in the way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's why the Lord told put the spirit on Samuel to go tell King Saul to go cut these Amalekites off of what they did to us in the Exodus when we were trying to flee from Egypt. They got in the fucking way. All right, this goes deep, Esau. We got history.
This goes deep.
We just ain't talking about slavery. We talking all the way back to the book of Exodus.
This goes
all
deep.
the way back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter. This goes deep.
This goes deep, man.
All right, you got a lot of shit to account for.
Yeah.
The scriptures say, let Matthew 12, for every idle word a man should take account.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take account of what you said to Eve.
Yep.
You got to take account of what you did in Exodus. You got to take account of what you did everywhere in this book.
Yep.
All the way up to now. You got to take account of every idle word. Because according to Daniel 8 and 25, your policies, you prescribe these things. Your stupid laws. I was at Isaiah 10, woe to him that decree unrighteous decree. Okay? You got to take account of that, playboy.
Yes, sir.
Boy.
You're right.
All right? So it says, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of his distress. That's right. So in a complete nutshell, bro, you got a lot of shit to pay for, all right? For you putting the hands and having violence against Jacob, putting your hands on Jacob, for making a confederate with these other nations against Jacob. All these things you got to pay for, all right? And best believe, according to what we read, Ezekiel 35, Ezekiel 25, all these different chapters, you definitely going to pay for it.
That's right.
As long as the Lord liveth, you going to get it.
Yeah.
All right? That means it's going to happen. Simple as that.
Yeah.
All right? You know, is y'all brothers having any closing remarks, statements, precepts?
The water Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
The water Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
We actually, I said this earlier, but we are actually in the generation for the recompense and the redemption to be manifest, man.
Yeah.
All the pain of our forefathers, man, for being packed in them slave ships but at months at a time, man. All right, the humiliation, the disenfranchisement, man, by these devils, man. The Lord has finally brought us into the time period of the reconciliation and the salvation, all right, of the elect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as the brothers just did, we got to rejoice, man, and be grateful and do the works, all right, pray, fast, all right, be humble, be brotherly, in order for us to receive that inheritance and for our enemies to get what is just to them, man, because whether you believe it or not, it is us. What we're doing now is what's bringing forth the wheels for the kingdom of heaven, man. Nothing else. This right here, doing the work, doing the wheel. That's what's going to expedite and bring forth this process, all right, into our glory, man.
That's right.
All right. So that's why it's important to tune in, man. Right now, as we speak, this is the last leg. This is the final count now, man. This is it. All right. After this, it's eternal rest. But we just have to tune in and do what's necessary right now to receive what we hope for, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Man.
That's right.
Yep.
So with that, we want to give all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of Rune and Teach Well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect. 144 first fruit. All right. Death to America and to you Edomites, man.
That's right.
All right. So shalom.
Shalom, man. Keep the faith, elect. Keep the faith. Keep fighting, man. Your brothers got it, man. Shalom.